The big question today is over the clash of perhaps America's two greatest communicators, former President Bill Clinton versus the Queen of Talk, Oprah Winfrey. Who holds more sway over Democratic voters? Oprah is going to campaign for Senator Barack Obama, and Obama, surprise, surprise, couldn't be happier. And Chris Mathews is the host of MSNBC's Hardball. Chris, thanks so much for joining us. This is huge. I mean, Iowa is going to get such star power that Bill Clinton is there today, stumping for his wife, Hillary Clinton. Oprah Winfrey is going to be there on December 8th. What does it mean for the candidates?
Well, Bill Clinton's funny because I always thought Bill Clinton would come in and if Hillary was in trouble by New Hampshire, would win it for her because he's very popular in New Hampshire. Now I'm beginning to think that Bill Clinton carries some baggage himself. Every time he comes in as sort of the savior, it makes her look weaker. And I've said this before, that in classic horror movies, the woman saves herself. In a cheap B movie, the woman has to be saved by some guy. She can't make it look like she's being saved by her husband. It won't work in the long run, certainly, and it may not win it. Oprah, on the other hand, is kind of an unmitigated, it's kind of a mitigated advantage. Clearly more star quality, more excitement around the Christmas holidays. Maybe that's the right note to strike 2 weeks before Christmas. Oprah's coming to town. Santa Claus is coming to town. Like you. Look at you. You're excited about it. It's just fun.
Well,
it's not the deepest thing in the world that she's endorsing him, but it's a positive. It's fun. She's not like
headlines. It's more headlines.
But it's not
than
so much. I've thought this through. Everybody knows why she's loyal to this young guy. He's from Chicago. He's African American. She obviously sees him as the future. And she's very optimistic about him personally. That's no big surprise. But Oprah's great strength is when she comes on television, she's not only the most empathetic person in America.
Right.
She's also instructive. The people that watch Oprah represent all economic groups. I mean, college-educated, grad school-educated people have never been to high school. All watch Oprah to learn. Now, if she can come out on the stump and in 2 days teach people something about Obama that's really good, she can win for the guy.
The former governor of Iowa, Tom Vilsack, was out there poo-pooing Oprah's popularity. In fact, he said Iowans are more interested in who their neighbors, friends, or family support. I'm not sure who watches her, Vilsack said. Maybe young moms, maybe people who are retired, but we have the support of most retired Democrats. Well, lo and behold, the Des Moines Register, which is the paper of record in Iowa, finds out that according to Nielsen, which does the ratings, Oprah's ratings in Iowa are the highest in the nation.
Higher than anything at nighttime.
Right, ABC or NBC at nighttime. So people are watching Oprah.
Do you ever get the feeling when Howard Wolfson, who's willing to say just about anything for his boss, Hillary Clinton, his candidate, just about anything, if he's not willing to say it, they get Vilsack to say it. I mean, I get the feeling Vilsack has the worst job in the world to say the most ridiculous thing.
But is that a blind
Why would he?
Why
would Vilsack go out and say anything against Oprah Winfrey if he wants to be vice president? What a role for him to play. And maybe he's in tryout, right? You know, the traditional role of a vice presidential running mate is to trash the other side, say anything that's negative. Maybe Vilsack's going for the job, but he sounds ridiculous. Oprah Winfrey is untouchable politically.
Right.
People really love this woman. And to be making anything derogatory about her is a stupid thing to say.
There will be crowd counts about how many people turn out for Oprah and how many people turn out for Bill Clinton. Let me ask you, of course,
you are ahead of me, but I think it's going to be a weekend thing for there'll be some asymmetry here. Oprah will be doing, she's not giving up on her show, and as she said quite rightly, she's not going to use her show as a platform. She's going out on a weekend. What's it, the 8th and the 9th or whatever of December. Bill will be there. The trouble with Bill is I go back to the problem with Bill. Too much is too much. If he comes in there and tries to be the savior, and she's like the woman tied to the railroad tracks, it's not going to work.
The central argument in this campaign between Barack Obama and Hillary Clinton has been change versus experience. And last night on Nightline, Barack Obama went after Hillary Clinton on her strength, experience. Take a listen to this.
And this creates excitement and an event, and hopefully we can attract some people who might not otherwise be interested in politics, who aren't regular viewers of C-SPAN. But on the other hand, once they're there, I'm able to talk to them about critical issues like health care and home foreclosures and things that affect their lives on a day-to-day basis.
That was Obama talking about Oprah. Now let's listen to Barack Obama talking about Hillary Clinton and experience.
There's no doubt that Bill Clinton had faith in her and consulted with her on issues in the same way that I would consult with Michelle if there were issues. On the other hand, I don't think Michelle would claim that she is the best qualified person to be a United States Senator by virtue of me talking to her on occasion about the work that I've done.
She leads on experience, and he is ripping her on that, saying just because she's married to a president doesn't make her
That's taking her clothes off. That's saying the empress has no clothes. I mean, he's saying your whole claim of 8 years of presidential experience in the White House is a joke. You happen to be there. You happen to be married to the president, but you happen to be. You didn't do. Bill did. You watched. Now, I want to defend her on that because, as you and I were talking before, the history of the United States for women in politics has largely been pioneered by women who've replaced their husbands. A husband who's a congressman or a senator dies after several years of service, and the woman runs for his seat and wins it almost all the time. So the case has been made at that level, the congressional level, that a husband does share with his wife the experience of office holding. I think the presidency's different.
All right, Chris Mathews, host of Hardball.
Well, I just love your enthusiasm about this coming parade. It's like Santa Claus is coming to town. I do think it's easier to read.
And there's much more this hour. I got to get to it, Chris.
It's so much easier to understand the complexity of the Bill Clinton thing than the complexity of Oprah, because Oprah might just take some seriousness away from this a bit just because she's so cheerful and exciting and positive, and take some of the edge. You know why? Because I think he's got a winning edge right now, and he may not want the distraction of Oprah. It's so ironic, these things. So what's the right word? Unpredictable.
Unpredictable. Chris Mathews, thank you very much.
Thank you.